Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And this morning's message is for anyone like me, who didn't begin their spiritual deep work until well after their childhood. So if it was in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, or like me, you are still doing the deep work, then I want to share with you something that I think is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully it inspires you. And more than anything, I hope it brings a level of compassion and self-love in to just soften any edges that you still may be working on. You know, I was looking at a time in my life where I read a Gandhi quote that was, "There's more to life than increasing its speed." And I look a lot about the human development, personal development circles, and how spirituality kind of gets rolled in there with meditation and mindfulness and all the different practices that kind of come in. I find myself more and more going, oh my goodness, one of the most beautiful things about that quote from Gandhi, "There's more to life than increasing its speed," is that how we elevate and how we evolve has so much to do with the choice we make to have a cadence. A cadence that gets us clear about two things. And these two things for me have helped me immensely. And a lot of people I've worked with over the last 30 years, whether it was in the primary care role as being their doctor or being a coach, being a friend, and then most importantly, looking out for me and my own heart so I could continually be a beneficial presence on the planet as much as possible. That's not an ego statement, that's a spiritual statement. The first thing is that consistency is the mother of skill, or consistency gives birth to skill. So different practices such as meditation, such as movement, such as mindfulness, what's so beautiful about them is that it's not about how long we do each of them. It's whether or not we consistently show up for them. Whether we have just a minute or we have more than a minute. The idea of consistency does two important things. Number one, it starts with a flow of neurogenesis, meaning that the more that we are offering consistency, picking a time, following through, which is deeply connected to our personal integrity and our happiness, this absolutely grows more and more brain cells, kind of puts you in an inspired momentum in your brain, in your mind, in your movement towards creating a life that has more peace and purpose and possibilities. The second thing it does is it actually helps with something called neuroplasticity. Really, it's about divergent thinking. There's something called default mode network, which basically is, if you didn't start your work maybe into your 20s or 30s or later, you had a good couple of decades of a way of thinking about yourself. Maybe a way of looking at the world, they thought about God, the universe, thought about all things. And it kind of laid a path for you. And eventually that path can become a rut. And in order to kind of get out where you don't fall back into rumination or stinking thinking or dark spaces more than you wish you didn't, this will actually help emancipate you and pull you out and give you a brand new groove. It's like a brand new experience. You're on a brand new expressway. But don't confuse expressway with speed. It is a wonderful cadence that continually works with getting out of default mode network, that just falling back into old patterns, old thoughts, old beliefs. It literally helps you rise out of that and see the world brand new with soft eyes. And you see yourself with compassionate soft eyes as well. And what's so beautiful about all of these experiences that we can offer them up each and every day. And the second piece to this is that the idea of practice giving rise to purpose. Practice giving rise to purpose. So when we give ourselves permission to have consistency with our practice, it eventually becomes a part of our purpose. When we have purpose, we have a predictability about what it is that we will be standing for. How our character is completely tied into showing up for our heart's knowing. And I'm asking you a question right now. When you witness yourself making good on your good intentions, when you follow through, when you're consistent on your practice, and you see the success that comes with it in the form of peace, in the form of purpose, don't you just find that you find yourself more and more soft with your pacing, open to a more compassionate cadence, a way that you give yourself the opportunity, have your eyes and your heart wide open to kind of see what's possible in you and as you. And there's no need for speed. There's only the opportunity for presence. To witness yourself, making good on your good intentions, creating a life that you love, bringing more and more peace into your purpose with a consistency that allows for that awakening every single day of your life. Non-negotiables, open at the top, heart first living. Such a beautiful time to consider the pace of your life, as we've all been asked to slow down in ways that we never thought. But let's not miss the window that this is offering us to have this idea of consistency being the mother of skill and practicing being the mother of deep purpose. Beautiful, deep purpose showing up in you and as you. Much love, all blessings. Have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.